Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it, and stick around to the end so I can tell you the story on how I almost died in Thailand. Let's get after it. Beau here. Good morning and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be going over 3 countries that are extremely easy to get into with limited restrictions. But last week I almost wrecked my drone whenever I flew it in Kansas for one of the very first times since the beginning of the year. But it's 8 o'clock, the sun just came up. Let's go get that ultimate drone shot and then jump right into it. Let's do it. Country number 1 that's extremely easy to get into and you can travel to today is Costa Rica. I've actually been to Costa Rica 2 times. One time with my friend Hayes about 5 years ago, and another time that was a country that I got kicked out of whenever COVID hit. They said you have 48 hours to leave or stay. So we just got some bad news. Trip's over. The US government said come home now. So we all fly out tomorrow morning. Monteverde's off the table. No salsa dancing, no twerking, nothing. Just simply, we're going home. I wish I would have stayed. Costa Rica is amazing though. It is actually one of the most biodiverse countries in the world. So much nature, the mountains are beautiful. Volcano, lakes, like you can go kayaking in. The beaches are incredible. I mean, Costa Rica is just like, it's crazy more people don't live there than already do, but also lots and lots of expats do go there. So right now, basically the only thing you have to do is fly in, show up, show that you have COVID insurance, like if you get sick, and that's it. So definitely put Costa Rica on your trip and go check it out. I actually stopped by my sister's house to film number 2 because she's been there before. However, she had to take Oakland to school, so we're just gonna jump straight to number 3 and go back to number 2. Number 3 place you can get into right now extremely easy is Colombia. I personally have not been to Colombia, but I guarantee within the next 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be going to Colombia. All of my friends are there right now. They're sending me incredible pictures. My friend Jared, actually, he's also a videographer, and he sent me all this footage that I could use for my video. Thank you so much, Jared. Colombia, though, has incredible beaches, incredible landscapes, beautiful green mountains. It's very, I have never been there. I would probably say it's kind of close to the way Costa Rica is. However, it's a lot bigger country, and I just can't wait to be there. And I'm gonna be filming a lot there, so be looking forward to that. But number 3 is Colombia. You think it's a squirt bottle? I'm here with my sister Lindy. If you don't know her, she will just tell you briefly, I guess, what she does and who she is.
I'm Beau's sister Lindy, and I'm a mom, a wife, and I run a business from home.
And she actually didn't even know she was going to be on camera. I just showed up like 1 minute ago and said, hey, I need you for number 2 because you have been there. So the number 2 country that is extremely easy to get into right now, you can literally jump on a plane tomorrow, is Mexico. And you know, I have been to Mexico. I basically live in Mexico. And she's on here because she actually took her honeymoon with her lovely husband, Mike.
Yes.
In Mexico, what'd you think?
I actually loved it. So I loved it because we could get there super easily. So we flew Southwest and it was an easy flight there. And then, I mean, it was like leave in the morning, after lunch, you're there. And then we went to the resort, we could still enjoy everything like that afternoon. And then even like when we flew home, it wasn't even like a full day of travel. So I loved that part. I loved that the weather was amazing. We could experience the beach, but it was in a place we had never been before. And I don't know, the people were great, very accommodating. Yeah, it was a great experience.
And I actually have you on here for a reason. So lots and lots of people, they just go to Mexico and they go to the beach, which there's absolutely, and this is Milmo, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But Mexico is a massive, massive country with mountains, jungles, incredible beaches like she said. But it even snows in Mexico. A lot of people do not know that. I literally have been to Mexico probably 7 months since the beginning of the year, and I have not seen the whole thing. It's very, very, very diverse. So if you get the itch to go to Mexico, don't be scared. Go check it out. So hey, those are the 3 countries that you can travel to right now with very low restrictions. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. This has turned into a shit show.
Do not come here for dog training tips. You will not get that.
But stick around after this for how I almost died in Thailand. I'll see you in a minute. How I almost died in Thailand. So let me set the scene for you. I flew to Bali to meet up with a friend, and then me and the friend, we were gonna go to Chiang Mai, and then I was either gonna go to Pai or on with her to Phuket. So we land in Chiang Mai, and then after about 3 days, I decide, you know what, I wanna go to Pai. If you don't know what Pai is a very kind of a hippie-ish town in the mountains in northern Thailand. Beautiful, weather is incredible. Like it's basically, if you know how to ride a motorbike or a scooter, it's the dream place because it's just endless adventures. So I decided I was gonna do that. She was gonna fly to Phuket and then maybe meet up in Bangkok before we both flew back to the States. Well, I decided that, okay, she was flying out that morning. I was gonna rent a motorbike that same day, get everything for my trip. And then the next morning, first thing about 6 a.m., I was gonna get up, get on the motorbike, and head to Pai. So, however, that evening, I decided I was gonna go out and eat, so I went out and ate. About at 2 a.m., I woke up in my boutique hotel that nobody really spoke English. A side note, this is a story why I became a big advocate of Google Translate and really learned how to use the app previous to this. I mean, you gotta remember this was 2015, which doesn't seem like that long ago. We're talking 6 years ago. And woke up at 2 a.m. sick. And I mean, I've had food poisoning multiple times, and since then, and this is unmatched. I woke up, it felt like my stomach was like being wrenched. Like, I mean, just like, it was bad. Like wrenching. So, me being me, I'm like, okay, this will pass soon, right? It's just maybe some food poisoning, I don't know. Maybe I have a slight flu, whatever, this will pass soon, right? So the next morning, I did not sleep at all. I decided I'm not gonna go on the trip. I'm gonna wait till the next day to jump on the motorbike and go to Pai, because I really can't go 10 to 15 minutes without, having an issue. And so I do that, and luckily I did buy supplies for my trip, so I had Gatorade and water and stuff in my room, because I was planning on leaving at 6 a.m. However, this is from the onset, 24 hours later, I'm still like gut-wrenching. I have not hardly eaten. I have not drank, like hardly any water. I am sick. Like, and on day 2 was whenever I'm like, okay, I seriously could be in trouble here. Nobody speaks English. I call down the front desk, like, I don't know, like I can't. So I decide that I'm going to walk from my boutique hotel, which we're talking not even a block, like maybe it's like a 5-minute walk, not even that, to the pharmacy, get medicine, get Gatorade, get electrolytes, maybe get a snack and water, like crackers or something to put in my stomach, because this is not good. So like, but however, I cannot last like 10 to 15 minutes without having to go, right? And I mean, it's both ends, not good situation at all. My stomach's still 100% just like wrenching. Like, I've never felt this horrible. And so I somehow make it to the pharmacy and back. And at this point, I know the pie trip's not gonna happen. I'm more worried about like, what do I do? Like, at this point also, I had never been to a foreign hospital. Since then, I've went to the hospital in the Philippines, I've went to the hospital in Mexico. Like, I kind of know my way around it. I use Google Translate a lot, but if I'm sick, I just go to the hospital to give me whatever, and normally it helps. But however, in Thailand, for some reason, I was 100% by myself. Nobody else was there. I didn't have any other friends in the city. I was seriously like on my deathbed. I thought this was like, I didn't think this was it, but I was like, okay, so if I'm not better within like tomorrow morning, like even a touch better, it's probably time where I go down to the front desk and I'm like, hey, I don't know how to say hospital, but let's figure it out, and you take me there or call the ambulance, because I really can't. So luckily the next morning I woke up and I was still sick, my gut was still wrenching, but it was slightly better, and I could keep some fluids down, which was massive. Like, I mean, I was weak. I at this point, I had not eaten for 3 days straight. Maybe drank a little Gatorade, which has some calories, some water, that was it. I mean, it was bad. Like, I cannot express to you, like from a scale from 1 to 10 on how bad the gut wrenching was and just being sick, I would probably rate it an 8 to 9. And I don't have a big pain tolerance, but I definitely don't have a weak one, okay? So luckily the third day I started getting a little better. And the fourth day though, I actually had a flight from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. In Bangkok, I had a 3-hour layover, and then from Bangkok, I flew all the way back to the States. So we're talking 17-hour transit day from Bangkok to the States, and probably a 7-hour transit time to get to Bangkok by the time I take my flights and wait at the airport and stuff. And somehow, luckily on day 4, I woke up. I still had hardly eaten anything. I somehow had the power though to carry this big backpack full of camera gear. This is whenever I was carrying a Phantom 4, or Phantom 2 or Phantom 3. If you don't know what a Phantom is, I'll put it up right here. It's a big ass drone. And I had cameras. I had this big this big green backpack. I'll throw a picture of that up too. I somehow summoned the strength to go downstairs, get a cab to the airport, and somehow on day 4, my stomach somehow straightened out. I still was very leery. I really did not eat anything until I got back to the States. Maybe some crackers. That was it. Like, I did not eat for 5 days straight. And I'm so fortunate. Like, I really thought that it did flash through my mind that if I do not get better, I had been sick for about 2 to 3 days. If I was not better, I was literally going to have to go to the hospital, get IVs. Like, there was something wrong. I hope you liked that story on how I almost died in Thailand. And from a scale from 1 to 10, at the peak of that thing, there was like in my mind, I was like, there's a 50 to 60% chance that, like, you hear of stories of people dying in hotel rooms, and that's where I thought I was. It was very eye-opening for my second trip to Thailand. So hey, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And like always, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Beau out.